I can't pay these people less. I don't think I can anyway. I suppose I could temporarily fire everyone. And good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Parkitect, back in Archipelago Adventures, but not much left to do. We've met most of our goals at this point. We have our experience rating up to where we need it to be. The only real thing that we need to do now is pay off our bank loan and make sure that profit stays above 1,500, which we're kind of bouncing back and forth around. So we can't really rest on our laurels. I can't just sort of sit here and let this tick by. We do need to keep expanding the park to bring more people in, because more people means more money, and I've got to make sure their experience rating stays high. So I was having to think about where to go to next, and the issue that we've kind of always had with Archipelago Adventures is the fidgety, tiny little build areas. But honestly, as frustrating as some of this has been, like this roller coaster just made me mental for like 30 minutes out of my real world life trying to design that. But as frustrating as some of this has been, I'm actually really pleased with what we've created here. I think I've done a fairly decent job in my amateurish Parkitect way of maximizing our space and getting as many things into the tiny space as I possibly can. So let's keep going. I see we're up to like 1,500 bucks right now. Why don't we pay off a little bit more of the loan? Let's just keep that ticking down. So we've got 4,000 left on our loan. I'm sorry, 5,000 left on our loan. Excuse me, we've got bank forward here. So 5,000 left on our loan. We took a $7,000 loan. Let's pay off another 1,000. Let's just nip that down a little bit more, repay that. Okay, so we don't have any money left. I mean, we have a little bit, but the money's coming in. We do need to get that profit up. Is it time to go around to all the shops and start bumping everything up a little bit? Do people need to be paying a little bit more money for what they're doing here? I think, looking at the two next available build areas, which are actually pretty much our last two, unless we're going to expand the boundaries of the park. We've got this guy over here and this one over here. And I had always thought about this one. I think this is a sensible one, because then I can take these paths over here and make a nice little loop for people. But I can actually do pretty much the same thing over here. It just won't be as easy to loop it back around over here. I'm going to need to do some terraforming one way or the other. I want to flatten out these hills. Now this one's a little bit more fidgety to build on because it's long and thin. This has got this nice big open area here that I think I could do something with. And we do have, I think, some rides we haven't put down yet. Let me have a little think about which one's going to work best, and then I'll do some terraforming, and then we'll start spending some money. Well, I chose contestant number 2 over here, and I kind of went back and forth. I didn't have a readily explainable reason. Sometimes I just do things, and it just seemed to be sort of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So I terraformed this one. I flattened everything out, and I also just took a second to run the tunnel under here, the little access tunnel thing under here. I did that kind of off-screen because it's fidgety to do sometimes when you're running it underwater, so I didn't want to bore you guys with that. And that is all set. We've got the tunnels ready to go. This is flattened out. And I'm sort of just talking to myself while money is ticking up here, because I don't really have a ton of money to build anything at this point. But let's get some basics going. Let's get a path going along here. How about we took this, say, from, here over to here. And then also here over to here. I know you guys don't have anything to do yet over here, so no real reason for you to be walking over here, but, you know, if you're just keen on the walk, that's fine. And while I'm just happen to be looking at the path right now, why don't we do some basics, like throw down a couple of benches, maybe a couple over there, people can sit, have a bit of a rest, and probably a couple of trash bins would not go amiss. So have a trash bin there and have one here-ish. Okay, cool, good. All of that's done. Now, do I want to just go ahead and throw a depot down sooner rather than later? I don't have the money to do it now, but we could get that cooking along. Just looking at it, I'm seeing maybe ride here, shops here. Maybe some toilets, maybe a staff room if I can squeeze that in. What rides do we have kicking around that we haven't actually done yet? We'd never gotten around to doing the car ride, but we did research the double Ferris wheel. I could actually afford that too. How big is that? Not very, actually. It's pretty good little build area, smaller build area. So maybe if we put that, could put that kind of right there, run the queue underneath it. I don't have the money at this exact second, but if I sit here talking to myself long enough, I will. Yeah, I could just throw that down right there, run the queue, and then, yeah, I could see this happening. Okay, let me wait for a little bit more money to tick along here, and we'll throw a double Ferris wheel down. Well, a TV program has aired a story about Twister, so that'll get some action, and having a hard time getting money to stabilize. Like, money's coming and going a little more quickly than is ideal here. Let's see if I can slap this guy down right now while I still have the cash to do it. There we go. Okay, so why don't you put your queue here? Why don't you have your exit right here? Excellent. That kind of drained the old coffers there, but that's fine. We'll recover from that eventually. Why don't you be green for no readily explainable reason? You can come from here to here and then down to, yeah, about there-ish. That works. Okay, and let's get the regular path going right here. Perfect. Turn this ride on. Start fidgeting with your things. So maintenance budget down, so we save a little money there, but maintenance time more frequent. Sure, right about there. And $1.50, I think we can do a little better than $1.50. How about $2.50? How about $2.50 for the double roller coaster, which looks completely insane? Now, got to pretty it up a little bit around here, and then maybe some shops, because we got to get that money coming in. We're below our $1,500 profit, and I did notice, actually, we're a little bit below. Oh, we just made it. Okay, so the last time I checked this, we need an experience rating of 70%. Last time I checked, it was actually at 69%. So we can't really rest on our laurels here. We've got to actually keep moving here, and there's already vomit. Somebody is already vomit. Yeah, there's nothing even over there to vomit for. There's not even, like, high-intensity rides that are going to make you sick. Oh, people are just animals around here. I just started decorating a little bit over here. I like the fences instead of just the regular barriers. I think that looks nice. I think that looks really neat. So some hedges there, some fences there. That looks pretty cool. Double Ferris wheel seems to be reasonably popular. Did I set you to be wait till full? I probably didn't. No, why don't you definitely wait till you're full? Thank you very much. Do that. And I should probably, when I get something else down in here, I'll make this a new zone. And then I can get a janitor over here and just zone that janitor out for here. Wow, okay, double Ferris wheel is doing just fine. Let's keep prettying it up a little bit here. How about, oh, some plants? What could we do here? Yeah, some shrubs. There we go. Shrubs need to live here. So how about a shrub there, and a shrub there, and one there, and something in a completely radically unnatural color like, well, I suppose purple isn't actually that unnatural. How about white? You can have white flowers. Also not unnatural, but there it is. Got some shrubs here. How did that do, just for argument's sake? What's our sort of decorative rating around here? Low. Okay, low. We can do better than that. We can do better. Actually, pretty low, all things considered. Low, 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 very low. Oh, recent negative news. Decreased the interest in theme parks. That kind of blows. That's terrible. All right, well, when we work on this part of the island over here, that will help to pretty up the decorative value. We can do better than that. But in the meantime, just because I think it will look nice, I'm just going to pop some grass down here. Just random grass can live here in the sand, because that's obviously how grass works. And at $2 a pop, what the heck? People can look at some grass around here. Okay, now what? Now that, oh, that profit's really ticking down. That negative news article really kind of put a damper on things around here. Is anyone going to get the vomit at all? Is anyone going to get the vomit around here? Okay, first things first. Let's just go ahead and make this a new zone. Oh, but if I make this a new zone, The janitor's not going to have anywhere to sit. He's going to be all fussy. Oh, I kind of need a staff room and all of that nonsense to go first before this happens. Well, you know what? At bare minimum, we'll just get another janitor. 18 a month, it's kind of worth it. And you can be free roaming right now, and then later I'll put you into this zone, and you're already on the vomit. Good man. If you could grab this one on your way, because I think this guy just sat in it. So, you know, if you want to grab people are tracking vomit all over the place. People are a bunch of animals. Yeah, double Ferris wheel is kind of killing it right now. That thing is packed to the gills. Is there anything I can do to get you guys in and out a little bit faster? What can we do? You get 2 rounds. That's about all I can alter out of that. I hate to bring that down to 1. We do want to keep them happy as well. That's fine. You know what you guys can do? You can probably go ahead and pay a little bit more for that. I think we can bump that up to, say, $3. $3 to be on double Ferris wheel. I've got almost 1,500 coming in right now. I could use that to pay off another 1,000 of the loan, but I really want to keep fleshing out this area. I really want to get a depot going over here to get some shops going, but depot alone is $2,000. What about another ride? The thrill ride's the turbine that we researched the last time. There's no way I'm affording that in the near future. We're trying to get the bank loan down, not put it up, but what else? Wait, how about the transport rides? No, water rides definitely not. We don't have the space for that. We could do the car ride. Car ride will get some people in here, and it might peel a few people off of double Ferris wheel. I kind of wanted to have a calm ride and a thrilling ride together, but I don't really think that's an option. I don't want to do inverted dark ride. That's obviously a track ride, and I don't want to take up all of this space with a huge track ride. I'd rather do a smaller track ride like the car ride. Well, you know what? While I've got the money, let's get this going on here. I'm going to keep it, at least try to keep it fairly simple. It's just going to kind of go in a circle, really, or an oval. Let me see what I can do with the car ride tracks here. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the most thrilling car ride in the world, but that's what I can squeeze in there pretty quickly and easily, actually. So yeah, go ahead and build that for me, please. Where are we going to put your queue? I guess your queue can live right about there-ish, and your exit can live there. Get me out of that for right now. I want to readjust that queue a little bit, if we could, please. Let's have that actually come out to... yeah, here-ish will work. That'll be fine. And let's fidget with you for a second here. So budget down and interval time down. And what do you got? You can definitely wait till full. And what do? We just get a number of cars. Okay, so there's not really much else I can do to mess with this. Fine, fine. Let's go ahead and turn that on. It's a very quick car ride, but thankfully the cars move really, really slowly, so maybe you enjoy it more. Now with these calm track rides, I gotta put some stuff in here so people have something to look at. They really, really want to have things to look at while they're going around there. So let me start decorating this. What could we... I haven't really done much with props or anything like that. I could put the biplane in there. That's actually only $100. Can I squeeze the biplane in here? Kind of, yeah. Kind of. Will you live right there? Yeah, you will. Okay, a plane lives there for no readily explainable reason. I already did the water tower. I do love the water tower, though. It's one of my favorite decorations for no real reason. I just think it's neat. Snowmen, not so much. No, not so much on that. Okay, let's do some basics here. How about a log? A log might live there? Sure, why not? You can have a log right there near the plane, and maybe some grass or something like that. Yeah, go back to my... Actually, bulrushes. Those look neater. Give me a few of those in here, and maybe 1 or 2 right there. Okay, so far so good. It's not really... I don't have a theme going on here, but I suppose old-fashioned. You've got old-fashioned car, old-fashioned biplane. I guess that kind of works. But what else do we think needs to live here? Can I Squeeze a few trees in here. Where's blobby tree? That's my favorite. Give me a blobby tree over here. And how about a blobby tree in a completely different color lives right here? Okay, and actually another one in a other completely different color. How about black blobby tree? Why not? It's goth tree. There we go. Oh boy, that looks evil. All right, it's an inverted negative blobby tree. Super. How does that do? I'm going to add some more decoratives there, but how did that do for our overall decorative rating? Decoration high. Okay, very good. Very good. And let's have you guys pay a little bit more for that. How about $250 for that? Okay, so decorative high. They've got some things to look at. A plane, basically, and some foliage. But cool. That'll get something going on over there. And what about a broad opinion poll from comically novelty large hat guy here, Raymond? Log flume was a good deal. You want to go on log flume again. You don't really have anything to say about car ride, but that's fine. You have a lot of thoughts, Raymond. You have a lot of thoughts. Where can I get something to drink around here? This keeps popping up. People seem to don't be able to find the beverages, even though we've got a few of them. Well, fine. When we get some shops going over here, I'll just go all liquid refreshment if you want me to, guys. If you seriously can't find somewhere to get a drink, they're here. They're in the park. There's one right here. There's one over here. They're all over the place, guys, but if you can't seem to find them, that's fine. I am happy to put down more things over here that you can spend money on. And while the money's ticking in a little bit, let's go ahead and shave a little bit more off the loan here. So let's take another 1,000 off of that. Boom, there we go. Okay, only 3,000 left on that. Not bad, getting there, and that's only going to help our profitability because we won't be paying interest on things. And with the tiny little bit of money I've got left, we'll just throw maybe some trees down in here. A willow tree makes absolutely no sense in this environment, so let's have one of them. And, ooh, there's only the plane. Yeah, plane and water tower. I've done that. Been there, done that. Well, let's just do a giant rock then. Giant rock can live there. What else? Lighting? Do I need lighting over here? I feel that I don't. No, we won't be doing that. Fences? Hanger? Do I need a hanger? No, I don't need a hanger at all. That would be silly. Okay, maybe it's just rocks and trees that live over here. Yeah, it's about as good as I'm going to get over here. Really just random foliage lives over in this corner now. If I'd thought about this a little bit better in planning this part of the island, I should have taken a path over here and put in, like, I don't know, a toilet or something. Just something simple that people could use to, again, maximize the space a little bit better. But did that help at all with your decorative rating? Medium. Okay, we've gone up. Good, cool. So it's mediumly decorative now. Super. What do you broadly think of this area in general, guys? Yeah, you're basically okay with that. No real problems there. Anything else going on in the park that I need to know about? Not really. Not really. Everything seems basically okay on the decorative front. Could throw some more things in there, or a little bit more in here. That's fine. Really just want to get to the point where I can start gouging money out of people by putting a depot and some shops in here. That'd be cool. I mean, I could just get started on that. The haulers, it'll be a pain in the neck for the haulers to stock things. It's going to take them forever. Although, you know, now that I'm saying that out loud, why don't we just go ahead and zone this now? Because otherwise I'll forget to do it later. So you, like here, you can be zone 5. Okay, there we go. So you're zone 5 now. I should probably make that janitor that I just hired work in zone 5, but he won't have anywhere to sit down or anything like that. Okay. Chit-chatting is not getting me anywhere. What I need to do is put down some shops and plan those out. So let's do this and this for right now. And I'm going to keep this area open. I've kind of got a sort of a plan for that. I know you're just going down there for no readily explainable reason. There's nothing that lives there yet, but there's going to be very shortly. There will be things that get me money. Yeah, I'm going to have to build this super, super slowly at this point because I just don't have the cash to put all of this up at once. But they're going to hate this right now. They're absolutely going to hate this. That probably just crippled my decorative rating around here. Oh, yeah, they ain't keen on that. They're also not keen on the vomit they keep walking through. We should probably do something about that. No, I know, nobody's over here. It's fine. It's all 100% fine. I'm going to try to find the money to build you a depot. Where did I put the tunnels again? Okay, sort of over here. Let's go ahead and bring those, say, here-ish. I'm going to just bring them over here for right now, just in preparation for everything else. Just picking away at this as the dollars come in. I don't have the money to do the depot yet, but while I've got it, I'm just going to throw the staff room in here real quick. You can live right there, and the depot can live next to you. I know you guys all hate this. I know it's just crippling my decorative value right now. It's the best I can do because I really don't want to reinstigate the whole bank loan nonsense just to build this. If I can just pick at it a little bit at a time, I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to try and pretty it up as best as I humanly can. But with the staff room in there, now I could think about zoning some people out. So why don't you live there, and I'll figure out the rest of this later. So give me any janitor right now. You. No zone. Congratulations. You now work in Zone 5. There's a lot of vomit and not a trash chute yet, so just do the best you humanly can. Hauler. I have one roaming around, but, oh, I don't want to take on the wages. That's the problem. I just don't want to take on the wages, although as the money's coming in, let's keep things moving here. I want to get another shop in. I want to fill this thing with shops so people have somewhere to spend their money. I've done the 2 beverages, because that seems to be a thing people complain about. Let's get a souvenir, and I've got the balloons. So souvenir, balloons, and that's all the money I have. So, you know, that's going to happen. I really need to get up to $2,000 so I can get the depot in here. Maybe that's all that needs to live here. Maybe, or actually, I suppose I could just throw a toilet right here. There's no reason I can't. It's a perfectly acceptable spot for one. I was going to put one over here, but maybe that doesn't need to live there. Or, oh, okay, I know what I want to do here. I want to put a wall here, and this will be a trash chute. That'll be a perfect spot for a trash chute. And that way the janitors can do things a little tiny bit more efficiently. That's probably a good idea. Okay, let's keep the old dollar bills trickling in here. Let's do, oh, I don't know, some arches and stuff. Arches are fun. People like arches. You can have a black arch that lives right along here, just gradually trying to pretty this up a little bit. Actually, we should be good to throw some roofs on this thing. That'll help a lot. Yeah, let me flesh this out a little bit here. Okay, so broadly able to flesh all of that out in a reasonable time frame with the money ticking in. Now, we need to do some basics. We're going to need, I really just want a hauler in this zone. I think that's sensible. All right, I put a janitor in this zone. Let's get a hauler. You can live right there, and you can work in Zone 5. I know you don't have a depot over here. We're going to get to working on that as soon as we can. It might be a smarter idea to do the trash chute first. Now, has that, I would assume, has that perked things up a little bit around here? Yes, okay. They don't completely hate it right now. Good. That's in the win column, and they have plenty of places to get something to drink. No shortage of that. How much are the toilets? Because we could probably use some of those. People seem to like having toilets. It's, you know, a thing people are into. Do I need a path over here, first of all? No. Not really. I could theoretically connect a path over here, but there doesn't seem to be any real reason to do that. So have a toilet. Actually, let's, because I can, I may as well tuck it as far away from here as we can. Okay, give me the view that I'm looking for here. There we go. So what if we tucked it, yeah, all the way over here? I know you don't have a path. You're going to have a path in like a second and a half. There we go. And let's pretty that up a little bit. Now we're getting somewhere around here. Alright, facilities are all set over here, and I wanted to do a couple of other things. I was asking, you know, with Turbolon, the all-powerful Turbolon over here, there's no real way for me to get these people through the ride faster. That's it. And someone suggested maybe just putting an entertainer in the queue, effectively, and I'm sure I could, you know, very delicately zone out that as one specific zone, would be a good idea, which is a good idea. And that brings me to putting another entertainer zoned out over here. Not really for the queues per se, although double Ferris wheel is stacked, but just an entertainer in general. Just to keep people happy. I know I don't really want the... Oh, I only have one entertainer? Are you serious? Wow. Been slacking on that. Okay, well, Robot definitely needs to live over here. And maybe I should just have them all free roaming at this point. No, why don't you... I don't want to hire like 5 or 6 entertainers for everything. You know what? I'm just going to get one more. How about Scarecrow? And you can also be free roaming. I didn't realize I only had one entertainer. Wow. Okay, well, off you go, guys. There's some wages I didn't want to pay. And security. Security, security, security. I'm going to hire you. Boom. And you are going to work in Zone 5. There we go. At least you've got a staff room here. At least you can be okay with that. I still need to get a depot in there and a trash chute in that building, but we're gonna try and work on it, guys. We're gonna try and get there. I still need to pay that bank loan off, and I think probably the trash chute is going to be more valuable right now. So I'm going to do that, and that's just one hop to the tunnel there. Yep, good, cool. I'm glad I laid those tunnels out in advance. I think that's a little more valuable right now in terms of keeping people's experience up. If the janitors don't have to go very far to drop off the trash, that's probably a good thing. And then we'll try and work on the depot for here. It's a pain in the neck for the haulers to get things done. It's also pouring rain, but there you go. People are just going to have to deal with that. Now, the double Ferris wheel looks great at night. I like that, but what actually might look even a little bit better is if we put some more lights around here. I notice it's very, very dark around here. So give me the, the lamps. Let's throw a few lamps down for no readily... Oh, of course, now it's bright sunlight, but, you know, in general, when it's pouring rain, at least it'll be a little more brightly lit around here, and probably one by the toilets. That seems like a good safety thing to do. All right, where are we at? 1,100 bucks-ish. All right. You know what? I'm just going to chip at that loan again. I know, you know, we need the money to put the depot in, but I also need to pay back this loan, so let's just chip at that a little bit more. There's another 1,000 repaid. Down to $2,000 on that. It's not even like the interest is what's crippling us month to month, but I do want to get that goal accomplished. And just gonna flesh out this area over here a little bit that I never really kind of finished off. How about some flowers over there? Maybe some tulips need to live over there. There we go. And how about some radically different colored tulips, like black? That's always fun. And white. And sort of this purplish color here. There we go. Okay, that'll help over there. Do that. And maybe a couple of small rocks need to live in that area as well. How about one of them and one of the big ones that I don't really have the room for, but this one can live here. Super. Also, it is pouring rain again. Okay, well, there's that. How are we doing over here by double Ferris wheel? Boy, those lamps really perk things up. I like that. Don't really have any money to put some more up. I mean, I do, but... Oh, I'd like to get some lighting in here. I can't keep spending money, though. Got to save the money for the depot, so this can be a little bit more efficient. And in between bits there, I kind of just went through and nudged the prices up just a little bit where I felt it was appropriate. The coasters obviously get a lot of action, so I nudged those up. Turbolon went up a few more pennies because, you know, great and powerful Turbolon. And what else could I never really did anything here. I wonder what the heck I could do here besides maybe, you know, another set of toilets or something, or an info kiosk. Where are my tunnels must be right there, right? They've got to be. I wonder if it's worth just putting get more shops in there. don't have room for a depot or anything, and I don't have the money for a depot anyway, but I mean, the haulers are right here. They could squeeze around there. Turbolon is broken. Somebody will get over there. How many mechanics do I actually have? Haulers, mechanics. Yeah, more than a few. More than a few. I think we're fine. Somebody will get over there eventually. Don't sweat it. Well, I've got a little bit more money coming in, so we may as well pay off a little bit more of the loan. It's almost done with that, but of course, at the end of the day, it's not the loan that's killing us. I mean, the loan fees are minimal. I mean, that's a small drop in the bucket to our overall profitability. It's the wages and the building maintenance. That's what's killing us here. Everything else is broadly okay. I'm basically okay with a lot of that. There's the 1,000 we just paid back. That's fine. It's the wages and the park admissions, and unfortunately, there's not a heck of a lot I can do with this. I can't pay these people less. I don't think I can anyway. I suppose I could temporarily fire everyone. And, you know, my experience rating would go down and that would cripple it. Okay, so I assumed coming into this episode of Archipelago Adventures, I'm just going to let some money tick along and I'll do a little bit with this part of the park and I'll pay off the loan and this will be like a 10-minute episode. No, no, no. Our profitability is still not where it needs to be. We did hit it once, but we've dropped down and it hasn't really recovered. And we need to get more people in here. And we need to be making more money. So we're going to have to go over to the final island here. And I also, because we're kind of almost out of, we're not. I mean, we've got some things we could put up, but we're kind of out of things to put up here. I'm going to turn the research team back on. And I'm going to put them on, sure, thrill rides. Why not? Go on thrill rides. We still have one thrill ride that we haven't put up yet. It's stupid expensive, but we can get that in here. I think we've got to do, well, obviously, we haven't finished Archipelago Adventures yet. So we're going to have to keep plugging along with this. I'm basically okay with what I've done here. I'll probably put a few more decoratives in. Maybe an info kiosk, although that is yet more building maintenance. So it's not nothing. But you know what? While I've got some cash right now, I think that's a good idea. I don't know why. Maybe it's a stupid idea. But I'm putting an info kiosk down. There you go. And we're only charging like 50 cents for those things, right? 70 cents? I don't know. How much for a park map? It's pure profit. Apparently it costs us nothing to photocopy these park maps. You know what? $1. There you go. $1. I think that's a fair price for a park map. Okay, well, we'll be back with more Archipelago Adventures because we ain't done. So we're going to need to go to the next island and keep this guy moving along here. And we'll see what we can do. I guess just keep building, keep making it bigger, keep getting more humans in the door is really the overall goal here. We just need more people coming in. But we'll figure it out next time. Hey, if you've enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button and you can see more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Anyone want to get the head out of the hot tub? Did you want to maybe pull this head out of the hot tub? That's not sanitary, guys. That is not okay. That's a health code violation in the mansion.